Today we're doing chicken fajitas. Again, you can kind of use any protein that you want. You can use any veg that you want. We're gonna pretty much kind of go basic today. So we got some red peppers, some yellow peppers, some onion, and then for today we're doing chicken. So while the new pit boss Austin XL is warming up here, we're gonna go ahead and dive in. We're not gonna really marinate these today, but we are gonna let the chicken sit for a little bit. Time and temperature, I like to go between 375 and 400 depending on how quickly I want this to get done. Today we are gonna roll 400 degrees, so the pit is warming up to 400 degrees. We're gonna dive in here. If you're like my family, we prefer the thighs. Plain and simple, the reason why we do thighs when we do chicken fajitas is you can't really dry them out. So it's a foolproof way to kind of make sure that you're not gonna kind of dry that chicken out. So first things first, we do have a lime tree in our backyard, and I do like some citrus flavor. So we have these key limes in our backyard. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these open here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna squeeze this lime juice on the chicken here. There's 2 key limes here. I like the citrus flavor. I think it complements the seasoning that we're gonna use today very well, and gives you some nice citrusy flavor. It's got some tang to it. So we're gonna go ahead and get these key limes open and squoze in here. And that's essentially going to be the first step that we do. If you have the space for it, go ahead and plant your own lime trees in your backyard. I think it's great. We have our backyard garden over here, so got a lot of fresh herbs and spices and stuff like that. So anyways, diving back in here, we got the limes in here. We're going to mix this around in this bowl. And then today we're just going with one of my favorite seasonings, one of our top sellers. It's going to be just our fajita seasoning. A lot of citrus in here, which is why I said using the limes or the oranges like fresh make really sense. They're good, they're fresh, they're flavorful, but we're going with just our fajita seasoning here. So we're gonna mix this all in here. You can go kind of liberal. There's not a lot of salt in here, there's not a lot of peppers in here, so it's not a spicy rub, it's not a salty rub. So we're gonna go ahead and get this mixed in here. So be liberal with it. Again, you're not gonna over season this, you're not gonna over salt them. Again, there's not a lot of salt in any of our rubs. We don't like to go high sodium content. It's just not for me, it's not for my family. We don't like a lot of salt. So again, you can be pretty liberal with it. You don't really have to be careful. So we're just gonna mix this chicken all in here. And then what we're gonna do is just, we're gonna set this aside for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can do this overnight if you want to prep the night before and do it kind of like a marinade. You don't have to, obviously we're not doing that today, but again, it is better to let it prep and sit for about 15 minutes just so all of that flavor can adhere and kind of like soak up into the chicken. So we're going to dive into the veg that we're doing. So again, like I said, you can swap this out for any veg that you want, but today we're just going with red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, or orange bell pepper, whatever you call it. I don't care. I'm not the police. Don't come at me. I don't police what people call it. And then onion as well. So for our veg here, we're gonna go simple. We're just gonna go some olive oil here. Just gonna get that a nice couple tablespoons, teaspoons, whatever you want of olive oil in the veg. And then we're just gonna mix that all up here. And then obviously, of course, for the veg, we're just gonna go some more of our fajita seasoning. It's nice because I think using the seasoning on your veg as well gives you more flavor. We're not gonna do as much on the veg because I don't want it to be overpowering. But I think getting that veg seasoned, I think it just gives you a little bit more flavor, which is what we want. We want to make a good meal. We want to have a lot of flavor. So we'll be right back. We're going to let the chicken and the veg marinate here. We're going to let this pit boss get up to 400 degrees. All right, y'all. So it's been about 10 minutes here. The pit boss is at 400 degrees, which is great. That's the temperature that we're rolling at today. It's about 400 degrees for about 20 minutes total for the cook time. And the reason being is our veg obviously is going to take a lot longer than our chicken. For the chicken thighs, we're going to go about 7 to 8 minutes per side. So a lot of times people will kind of like rotate every 1 to 2 minutes. I just let them go for the full 7 to 8 minutes per side. But for today's cook, for the veggies, what I like to do is I have one of these pans, these veggie pans. I got this from Costco, I believe it was. You can put your veggies in a cast iron skillet. You can wrap them in foil. You can put them in just a regular like cast iron skillet or just a regular saute pan. I like this just because it, I don't know, I just prefer it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I like it. I got one, it was on sale, so I bought it. So we're gonna go ahead and get the pan here. On the Pit Boss, we're gonna get the veg cooking because obviously it's gonna cook longer. Then the chicken, we're gonna check back in about 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, and then we'll get the chicken on. So we're gonna go ahead and get this veg on, and then we're gonna let it roll. It's been about 5 minutes here, so we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken on. And then we're gonna let our chicken go for about 7 to 10 minutes per side. Obviously, we're gonna pull it at about 160 degrees so it can carry over to 165. Chicken you want to cook to 165 or at least 160 because nobody likes salmonella. At least I don't. I don't know about you guys, but I know I don't. So we're gonna let this cook about 7 to 10 minutes per side. We're gonna get it on the Pit Boss. And then we're gonna check in when it's time to flip them. All right, y'all, we're back. It's been about 8 minutes here. We're gonna go ahead and give our veg a stir, and then we're gonna flip our chicken over. Y'all, it's time. The chicken's done, the veg is done. We're gonna go ahead and make a fajita here. So again, the reason why I prefer chicken thigh over the breast, normally when you go to a restaurant, a breast is probably what you're gonna get if you go for fajitas, but these cooked for about 10 minutes per side. That would typically dry your breast out, but as you can see here, you're still pretty juicy, pretty moist. So I'm gonna build one of these fajitas. I'm hungry, I wanna eat, the family wants to eat. So we're gonna put some chicken on here. We are gonna put some veg on here. I do not like guac. Come at me, I know, I'm weird. Don't like guac, it's probably because I don't like avocados, but I do have some fresh salsa verde here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Again, these were seasoned with our fajita seasoning, the chicken and the veg. So we're gonna go ahead and have a bite here. Man, that is so good. That's good. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video. Fresh recipe cooking instructionals in your inbox every single week, every single Wednesday. I'll see y'all next time.